Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to Mutant Year Zero, Road to Eden, where yes, it is finally time. No more waiting, no more delays, the suspense is over, it is finally time now to rescue Hammond. Okay, I lied, but that was actually the last delay. Let's do this. Did you know silent weapons can be used to take down isolated enemies, but you have to pay attention to their health? This is an odd time to be giving me that loading screen tip. Okay. What have we here? This place is looking, the World Ender. So this is some kind of actual underground Mimir facility. And it looks like it's in a pretty good state of repair, honestly. That is a helicopter. That looks like it is in less of a state of repair. I would not want to try to fly that thing with the rotor all saggy like that. I don't know exactly what effect that would have. My suspicion is you just wouldn't get lift.
Oh, look at all this food. I'm getting hungry.
This food? What is... Oh, I guess it's like cabbages. I thought it was the same... I thought it was tanks like this one on the ground here. Well, they're still giving us scrap. That's a good sign that the game's not actually over yet. What would I need with scrap if we were about to be done? I feel like we've been on this particular leg of this quest for the vast majority of the series. I got very distracted. There were a lot of places I could go, a lot of ghouls that I could shoot at. This place has a really weird, like, future Dracula's castle vibe going on.
I've dreamed of this star. Wait, I wasn't dreaming. I was remembering. I've been here before. This is trippy. I might need to sit down.
Well, bad news for you, I don't have a button for that. So yeah, it's probably appropriate that our team is Dux, Borman, and Pharaoh at this point, because my suspicion is what we are going to find out is that they are the result of some experimentation that occurred in this facility. They certainly are not naturally occurring in the zone.
As time passes, it has become increasingly difficult to govern Plutonia and her followers. My words and warnings go unheeded, and I feel that the clique are reaching into my mind to find knowledge that I have kept hidden from them. And for good reason. Plutonia still persists with the notion that the zone needs to be reset, and that the old Mimer defense network is the key. She might have already found out the codes to activate the weapon which she covered so much. Unable to euthanize the insurgents, my only choice is to gather the compliant subjects and meet at the arranged location.
Okay, well that's being intentionally very vague. Are we the compliant subjects? Anything else of value in here? This seems like the kind of place where you might find some important stuff. But, nope, like 16 scrap. Hooray. Alright, well let's go meet future Dracula. What is a man but a miserable little pile of broken electronics, after all?
Mimer Enclave. Okay. I think that's the name of the ancients who built this place. An enclave is kind of like a posse, right?
You know? Sort of. He's kind of right. Also, apparently I've been pronouncing that word wrong the entire game.
That thing looks freaking dangerous. And kind of phallic. Just saying.
The most destructive things often do. Weird. That's a weird little, quirk of our human design psychology. Well, this seems like it's going to be a place where a big important thing happens. We're cool on health. Oh, you know what? I haven't spent mutation points in a while. Dux should definitely get movement booster and health booster. Because there's literally nothing else to spend on. We're just going to save up for health booster with Borman. You definitely want more crit. I don't think that sneak is... I don't even know actually what this does. Assuming it allows you to move from cover to cover in combat. Like, you can press the ambush button while you're in cover and then move to another spot that's in cover without alerting enemies, even if that causes you to move across squares where enemies have awareness. But that just doesn't seem useful. I don't really know when we would need to do such a thing. It might do something else entirely. Possible, because the thing I'm talking about there is real narrow.
Should we be in here right now?
You know, if this place was totally devoid of life, that would make it really safe for us to be in here. What is that? Does that... Did they take that pig's brain out and replace it with a jello mold? Because that's gross, but also it's kind of a cool idea.
That looks like... No, I can't see it.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point. Poorman, avert your eyes. Well, this one looks, I guess, turnabout's fair play. And this looks like just a heck of a big fish. That's a whole lot of that particular fish. Oh, well, I mean, somebody's growing food down here somehow. Growing living beings, you know. There's a better word for that than growing. But, yeah, there's, like... biological experimentation pretty much confirmed at this point. Hey, that chair looks awfully familiar.
You think these buttons make the missile go boom? We need some power to find out. This thing's dead.
I don't think we should try to find that out, man. I think we should leave the missile very unboomed. Maximally unboomed.
Overcompensating much? I mean, you got mind powers. Do you really need an intimidating chair?
Oh, hey, what is this? I'll be right back, note. Man, what if that note says, hey, don't open the chest? Well, I guess we'll find out. Hard for me not to go straight for the weapon. Okay, it's one of those. Well, immediately I think that thing is better than... yeah. This thing is pretty good. 11 base damage at level 1. Well, I'm not going to equip it right now because it doesn't have any of our crit or... Actually, what does this gun even have on it? Crit chance and ability to burn enemies. Yeah, I think the Rambino is slightly better. Because of Dux's ability to fish for crits and whatnot. It's close, though. Maybe we should just, let's just go home and fix this thing up right now. Well, you know what? Something tells me we're going to get in a big fight here soon, but we should finish exploring this area before we decide how we're going to commit resources, right? Gego is sick of polishing the ancient weapon. It's Gego is told to do so. Gego should have left with Lux when he asked for help to bring light to the zone. Lux would have been a kind master. Plutonia has gone mad, and Gego is losing the will to live. Tomorrow Gego will fall into the shaft, and then they can polish the metal phallus themselves. Boy, that's... alright. Goodbye, Gego the Polisher. That's a very delicate tone that they're navigating here. It'd be real easy to take that too far in one direction or the other. I think it's mostly working so far. Also, if it looks like we're going to reach enough scrap to buy the gun that's in Iridia's shop, then that makes it pretty bad to upgrade this gun.
It's a lot of beds. Must have had some kooky slumber parties down here.
Yep, I look around this place and the word I think most is kooky. Okay, wow. That's pretty good. Did we have that extra throwing range armor on anybody? No, but now, I mean, now it makes sense too. Let's put that on Dux, I guess, and then... I don't know. That seems fine. Actually, she is 12, 14. His ranges are 10, 20. Yeah, he's more likely to be a little further away with this thing. Makes sense to give him the extra range. Oh, okay. Well, I think this is the room where we maybe discover a thing. A gross thing that we wish we hadn't discovered.
Oh, great. More dead people used to grow mushrooms. Just great.
What's the story with this now? We don't have any interest in that, really? Okay. Alright, well there is one more door in this room. Huh. Anybody else hear that? Okay, apparently I cannot push these candlesticks out of the way. They are really, really affixed to the floor. Should I swap the grenade, throwing the grenade damage hat onto somebody? Probably, right? And then we'll have her hold multiple grenades. Maybe we do like this. Ducks can hold on to an EMP. We might face robots, who knows? I think there's a higher than 0 chance.
That Hammond was around here. Keep your eyes open.
Hate to rush you guys, but can we rescue your friends before the big world-ending weapon blows us to smithereens? Please?
Well, I mean, at the moment, we don't have anything to worry about, it seems like. The place needs to be powered to set that thing off or launch it or whatever. And we have, at this point, stolen all of the sources of electrical power that we have ever come across. This looks bad. Okay, well, the good news is not a lot of room to linger in this room. Or not a lot of reason to linger in this room.
Well, if it ain't Hammond himself. Finally.
Oh, hey.
We have to find a way to save him.
It's a good thing ducks can see through walls. Can I not just open the... Okay, we have to find a way to save him. I have an idea. Let's walk over to him and then press E.
Hammond's barely alive when we find him. But we find him. We find him as a team. With Hammond, the Ark's heart can start beating again. We think our mission is complete, but Hammond insists on telling us a secret. A secret that rips a hole through the middle of my life. He tells us he's been to Eden. Yes, the Eden. The mythical place beyond the zone where the secrets to life are kept. He says Eden is a base for the ancients, who are very much alive and creating the mimer machines we've been seeing. He says the ancients do know the secrets to life, but not human life. Mutant life. Me, Pharaoh, Selma, Magnus. Our ears perk up. If ducks had ears, they'd perk up too. Us mutants don't remember jack about our pasts. We're walking amnesiacs. We wonder why some of us look like animals, and others have powers we don't understand. Finding out who we are sounds like the quest of a lifetime, or a very big mistake. There's a problem. Hammond tells us the Nova sect probed his mind, stole the location of Eden from his thoughts. They're headed there now, determined to unleash the power of the ancients and cleanse the zone, which means killing everyone inside the Ark. Our home. He says there's one chance to beat the Nova sect to the gates of Eden. Go through the Forbidden City, he says. It's a shortcut and the Nova sect are too scared to go through. That doesn't make me feel too good. Hammond begs us not to tell the Elder, because the Elder won't accept the truth. Our mission was a man. Now it's Eden. We have one final journey to save the Ark. But if us stalkers discover who we really are, will we want to come back?
You know, I had kind of assumed that Magnus and Selma were humans who had just been mutated by the rot, by the radiation, right? I guess they were built from the ground up just like our current party? Alright, what new map info? Is it... Oh yeah, look at that, that's a thing, now we can... Yeah, okay, so I'm sure we can actually go there now. Nothing else new. Well, we could just fast travel out of here. So it's possible that nothing else is going to happen, and I should just fast travel out of here, but I'm kind of curious about going back into the other room real quick. I kind of thought, you know, that some stuff would occur here. This is a big, fancy-looking room with, like, an obvious interaction spot that we can't yet interact with, and I guess not. Weird. Alright, well, back to the Ark with us, then. Wait, do I need to go back to the Ark? We could go back and upgrade this gun. going to push on a little bit. I'm just thinking, if we find more than one more weapon, I want to have some idea of what the smart way to spend our upgrade currencies is. Also, this whole thing is being pitched to us as like, we gotta take the shortcut because we gotta get to Eden before the Novasect do. But if the Ancients are alive and well and making the Mimer machines that we've been seeing, there's no way the Novasect pose any kind of threat to them. Right? Wouldn't they just... the Novasect roll up to the front door and then the Ancients just turn on the turrets and convert them all into radioactive waste? This doesn't really seem like an actual problem to me. Well, so it turns out this was not a side quest area, but in fact, a fight that we probably were not supposed to be doing yet. That's interesting. I wonder if it would have turned out that we had to fight Lux and his dudes no matter what. Like, once it became time for us to, actually use this path to go to Eden. He's part of the Novasect, right? So he would not be keen on us getting into the Forbidden City. Although it looks like actually the entrance we're looking for is not... oh, hey. Wait a minute. There's totally stuff in here. Oh, that's true. I never tried to go in this building except when we were getting pulled into the fight against Lux. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. Like, I doubt he'd be cool with us going to the Forbidden City. Did I see this area before? I must have. He says and immediately discovers loot just lying in the area. Maybe I didn't. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else glowy around here except for that big puddle of water. So yeah, probably we could have given him the key to his place and he would have been like, yeah, okay, everything's cool. And then we would have tried to do this and he would have stopped us or something. I don't know. With this not actually being inside of his compound, maybe we did not actually have to fight him. And the reason that battle was so difficult is just because it's optional. Given that there is actually a limited amount of scrap and, as such, a limited amount of medkits in the game, if a fight is mandatory, they do have to make it like doable with relative ease. You have to be able to get through without having to spend tons of stuff after every battle. Okay, just around. So actual new territory, and territory that's going to expect us to be high level. It's worth noting because we've kind of out-leveled a lot of the regions we've been in recently. That is the color of a chest.
That's the biggest wall I've ever seen. It's surrounding the entire city.
They were trying to keep people out?
Trying to keep people in is more like it. That's where the Red Plague started. It spread fast, got out of control. So the people in charge built a wall around the city to quarantine it. To stop the people inside from infecting the world. Doomed them all. That was a long time ago. Now no one wants to go in. Well, that's why they call it the Forbidden City.
So the plague might still be in there. Can you tell me again why we're going this way?
Your boy Hammond said the Novasect were moving around the city. We cut through the city. We get to Eden first.
Oh, that's a robot.
After our hard work has finally started to bear fruit, Central Command has cut our project. Effective immediately, those ignorant cretins are afraid of what wonders we have accomplished. Under the cover of night, I gathered the surviving young and we made our escape into the zone. We are heading to an abandoned facility which remains unmanned since the war. I shall not let my magnum opus be destroyed by those fools.
Huh. It just now, maybe this is the dumbest thing I've ever... maybe this is the dumbest thing I've ever done on camera, or maybe just admitting to it is the dumbest thing I've ever done on camera. It just now hit me that Ingmar Edison's the Elder, isn't he? That was probably obvious to people a while ago. it's the same voice. Like, I should have been able to put together that it's the same voice. We get audio logs. We only hear so many human voices in the game. Now that I've said it, I'm like, oh, wait a second. Am I missing something? Could it... Is it, like, obviously not him?
Cabin, right?
Yeah, it's pretty similar. Pretty exactly the same, in fact. And we could just go after it. Let's get inside here, see if there's a way up onto the second floor that allows us a shot on him. It would be really cool if we could guarantee hits from Circuit Breaker without having to spend stuff. I think we might be able to. Nope, he's actually just hard out of my weapons range. What about over here? Oh, there's another one. My guess is that we're not really intended to engage with these things. I'm probably supposed to go around them, for the most part. That's probably why they have so much, you know, they're just trying to discourage you. And maybe the gameplay of this area is supposed to be very much about sneaking around and avoiding direct conflict, but I will say, they sure have given me an awful lot of tools to deal with this particular kind of direct conflict. Yeah, at this point we don't really have a lot of skills or anything to gain from fighting them, so I guess let's just keep moving. Oh, they could have loot, though. The robots are often made of weapon parts. Yeah, alright. I guess for the moment, let's continue to explore. Let's get an idea of what all we're looking at here, and then we'll decide whether we want to come back and fight every one of these things. Part of the problem is that they're sort of tedious. Really compels me to skip them. Not the way you want players to be compelled to skip things in your game, probably. They're just, you know, they're not dangerous. They just take a long time to kill.
This thing got hit by lightning? It's burnt to a crisp.
Well, at this point I actually do care about Scrap a little bit more. Your journey is just beginning. Start a new life off-world. Mimer is offering places in our luxurious orbital facility. For science, we offer unlimited research possibilities. For the brave, we can provide off-world military training outside of Earthbound morality regulations. For the fertile, we can provide the most advanced pre- and post-natal care. Using the tools provided in this kit, submit the following to be considered for a perfect life beyond the stars: a DNA swab, a sperm/egg sample, a blood sample, accreditations and certificates, and social media login details. We are looking forward to shaping a brighter future together. Boy, it's not really that difficult to provide a sperm sample. My understanding is that providing an egg sample is considerably trickier, especially if it's something you're trying to do yourself. I don't know how you would... You have to do surgery, right? I don't know how you would do that yourself. It doesn't seem like a process that is equally easy to apply to for all people. Alright, let's see what we got over here. Oh. Police bots is what we got over here. Alright, we're gonna have to actually do some robot fighting here. That is a weapons crate, though. Alright. Well, they've been feeding me EMPs for a long time. Everybody armed with EMPs? How many do we actually have left? Okay, apparently just the 3 we have on us, so let's try not to need them all, shall we? I think this should be pretty safe, though. Alright, nothing new about this.
Give up now and I'll go easy on ya. That's from me!
5 whole damage. She's a stone-cold killer, I tell you. Alright, awesome. Got the EMP, so we get to save up a little bit here.
Oh, does that hurt?
Uh-oh. Are there... Maybe all their defense systems are networked? I mean, he's looking in this direction. He didn't actually do anything.
It's Pharaoh. That's right.
So we'll just keep going here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we got another refresh on the EMP. Let's see if that big robot does anything. Nope, it's looking over here. But I mean, we can't stop now, right? I'm trying to reload. Okay, there we go.
I'm the hero. You're the zero.
Yeah, if I stop attacking this thing, when it unstuns, it's just gonna alert everybody. So, regardless of what I think may or may not happen with that robot when we finish our work here, we gotta keep going. Borman hits the refresh every single time.
Gotcha.
Okay. I'm gonna have ducks back up. I'm gonna have Pharaoh back up. These things do explode pretty loudly when they die. That might be a problem, actually. I wasn't thinking about that. Borman's going to take the shot from as far away as he can while still getting 100%. Nope, okay, nothing.
Regroup.
Well, works for me. We didn't spend any cooldowns or any EMP grenades or anything there. It's pretty good. Very curious what is in this box. So what's going to be the best way to deal with this situation? I guess it's just the 2 police bots, so we can wait. We can just do whatever we want to that one when the other one walks away. But actually, it looks like... No, we're not going to be able to loot the chest. Never mind.
They thought they could stop the plague with these checkpoints. The only way to stop it was to stay here and never leave.
I'm starting to think their world was worse than ours.
Eden's starting to look real good right now, isn't it? Let's keep moving.
Huh, it's just scrap, really? It was glowing through the dark from an awfully large distance for it to just be scrap. Okay, so we're going to grab the Enforcer here as soon as the other Enforcer walks away. A very, very similar approach. We're basically going to do the same approach on all these guys. You know, I'm realizing I didn't actually have Circuit Breaker equipped on either of them that whole battle. That could have been really bad, actually. Oh, we want to be careful about how we approach here because I don't want him to be getting a cover bonus from that truck. So we might have to walk around this side of this car. Alright, we want to start with Pharaoh. Because we can find 100%. Yeah, I think... He's getting cover right now? Nope, I'm just getting ranged. Well, I guess I'll just take the shot here because I can't get any closer. And I do want to get that crit. Didn't get it. Did get the very low EMP chance though. That was cool. Yeah, so now that he's up, he's considered to have cover. That's a little inconvenient. Something tells me we will persevere. We'll get through this. But it's still inconvenient. Also, it's super weird that the big Z600 was, like, aware of me, but didn't react to me in any way. He's probably not going to have 100%, yeah. Might be best if we move around with her. Hold on. Let's have Borman step out of the way a little bit.
Don't it?
Always hits the refresh. I don't want to get too close, but I want to make sure Pharaoh has a spot where she can actually get 100% shots on him. I think we're still well clear of that guy's awareness. Actually, hold on. You do not go first. Oh, you know what? It's not going to matter. We actually have to kill this round. Alright, with him down, we can grab the weapon chest. I have to open it from the other side. Okay, hold on a second. We'll get the other robots, then we'll get the weapon chest. You know, we're finding scrap at a quick enough pace here that we actually might be able to get that upgraded weapon from the shop. Okay, well, we should probably step through here. Hook up the fast travel, then we'll come back. I'm sure there's an artifact somewhere in the Grave of the Ancients. There's no way that huge civilized area doesn't have a purple sparkle in it somewhere. Although at this point, honestly, is the value of that's pretty low. This way we never have to walk through the Grave of the Ancients again if we don't want to. Yeah, the first artifact we find will do nothing, and the second artifact we find will reward us with 10% damage against, or 10% crit chance against machines, which I guess is more relevant at this point in the game than it has ever been, but still doesn't feel super important. Alright, let's go grab these dudes.
A beautiful weapon.
Oh, I thought it said she wasn't going to be revealed from there. I was really hoping to get a crit, not because we need a crit, but because a crit would make the battle shorter. Alright, let's see if Borman can keep his streak up.
What you got?
Never fails, man. He should share the secret. Whatever he's doing there, everybody else needs to start doing.
Bingo.
Uh-oh. Okay, for some reason this thing is now aware. Well... Oh, did it pull everything in the zone? No, it did not. Alright, how do we want to deal with this? We have enough damage to kill this police bot this turn. Can I just, like... You think? So, this guy's whole body turns blue. This guy's body does not, but his squares below him do. Hold on. Let me try to target him with Circuit Breaker with somebody who actually has no chance to hit. Oh, because he's got high cover. But I think what I am deducing here is that Circuit Breaker will work. I just need to be in a position where I can actually hit him with it. Let's go for it. Yeah, it will totally work. I'm going to Mothwing. I'm going to guarantee the Circuit Breaker hit and also probably get to crit him, which is cool.
Yeah, I did that. What do you think about that, huh?
Alright. Hopefully we can make this work. Also, hopefully, nobody else in the zone is actually aware of us. It seems like they might be, though.
You don't know who you're messing with. That's from me.
Okay. Moment of truth. Nope, nobody else is aware. Alright. That might turn out to mean that we are going to get to kill this thing for free. I'm probably going to want to walk away from it before it explodes, so I'll try to remember to do that.
Oh, does that hurt?
Okay, we didn't get the effect refresh, so now I think we want to do... Oh, you know what? She's not going to be able to move and also take the shot, so... I think at this moment we use an EMP grenade. But if my plan is to use an EMP grenade, I should shoot with Borman first. Oh, he probably can't hit it. Well, take your shot. Okay. Yeah, it's ridiculous that this thing has high cover because of that post. Like, that just is not... That is nonsense, but... That's what we're dealing with. Okay, yes, it did work. Borman has to move to a spot where he can actually shoot this thing.
Hurt, don't it?
It is going to take us a minute to get through all this health.
Hi there.
I'm a little nervous about how long we're talking about here. Let's reload. I can actually shoot him from here next turn. So who still has EMPs left? Foreman does. And Dux does. Alright.
I am the beautiful weapon. What do you think about that?
Does it much matter who goes for this? Probably not, right? Let Borman take the shot because he's on a streak. Oh, he finally didn't get it. Alright, well, we need to make sure it gets done like this. This does have to happen. But we're totally going to get through this guy's health. For a surprise pull of a large and extremely terrifying enemy, I have to say this is not actually going that poorly.
I'm the hero, you're the zero. Down below.
We are pretty much out of EMPs, which is bad, but that aside, this is going alright.
Gotcha.
I want to move as far away as possible while maintaining a 100% hit chance.
That had to hurt.
And then it's probably Borman who takes the final shot, so she also just needs to move away. Ooh, okay. Little close to that enemy. Alright, buddy. Good luck. We weren't super close to the last one when it exploded. Okay, it did do 3 damage to him. Also, it did some damage to Dux, but not enough to actually get through his armor, so I think it might be... It might do an amount of damage that scales down over distance. 25 weapon parts. That's just awesome. Still have this Enforcer to deal with, but I will deal with him in a second. Let's get our chest. We earned it. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with that guy's awareness. He has behaved strangely. Oh, hey, we did in fact get one of those things. 11-14 with 15% crit. It's just the Mega Gaper. It is, that's what it is. I know, I hear it too. But that's the correct description of this thing. Okay, now the bad news is we haven't really gotten a lot of kills here, so we do not have access to our circuit breaker on anyone except Pharaoh. Yeah, she just can't quite make it work. Alright. So Borman has an EMP. What we're going to do here is we're going to have Ducks open fire. We're going to have Ducks walk very slightly closer, and then open fire. If we don't get the shot...
Now it's getting fun.
Okay, never mind, we got it. Then I would have gone for the circuit breaker with Pharaoh, because we have no way to guarantee it. Which is mostly an oversight on my part, because I absolutely could have put Mothwings on her. And if that hadn't worked, then it would be time to go for the EMP.
Want some more?
Although we also have the option of using Twitch Shot. Okay, problem solved. I appreciate everybody getting all these crits so that this happens a little quicker.
Give up now and I'll go easy on ya.
So I'm pretty happy about the weapon we just found, both because I really like the effect that kind of weapon has, and also because that means we still might get another new weapon, right? There's still a weapon type that exists. We know that it's out there. Alright, let's see what else we can find out here in this crazy zone. A lot of little alcoves that don't actually lead anywhere and in fact have invisible walls over them. A couple more of these Z200s who are annoying to fight. And also explosive, so that's, you know, that's a potential problem. We'll skip them if we can. Actually, hold on. We did level up, though. Did that give us... It's like, would I even want frog legs? Probably not, right? Probably just holding out on everybody for a while. Yeah, given what we now know about our capabilities and stuff, it's tough to imagine really wanting to run Selma again, and Magnus as well. Like, Borman can't go anywhere. Borman is completely bananas. And then the other two have Circuit Breaker. A lot of the most dangerous enemies are robots, so...
All these people forced to stay in the city and die from the Red Plague.
Are we clear on why she knows so much about this? Borman and Dux do not have any of this knowledge, and presumably are from the same place. I don't know. Also, it looks like there maybe is not actually that much to this zone. So we have a couple more of these little robots we could fight if we were so inclined. For the moment, I am not. Let's talk about our new weapon. Actually, first of all, let's make sure we've explored around here. And then let's talk about our new weapon. It might be an upgrade to the boomstick, but the boomstick's crit damage is pretty significant. This thing does 11-14. It has 11... Yeah, okay. It has big crits and it has 11 base damage at level 1, which means it'll be 13 base damage at max level. Yeah, let's go home and upgrade this. Then we'll just fast travel back to the place we're going. the Forbidden City proper. I am excited to have this. This is a good thing. And it looks like we might be able to save weapon parts by just buying the upgraded version of the gun that we have now instead of actually upgrading ours. Oh, the Elder probably has some words for us, huh?
Your mission is complete, Stalkers. You returned Hammond safe and sound. Our machines will hum with new life. The Ark is forever in your debt. Thank you. My little birdies have told me. Hammond thinks the fabled Eden lies beyond the Forbidden City. And you are thinking of going through the city to get to Eden. Have I taught you nothing? There is no Eden. And even if there were, entering the Forbidden City is impossible. That is the city where the Red Plague started. The ancients in charge thought they could quarantine the people by building a giant wall that covered the entire city. It stands to this day, impenetrable. You should stay at the Ark and heal your wounds. No more adventures.
Hey, what do you know?
Letting this old man ramble.
All of a sudden, he's in a better mood.
Go in
peace. Alright, you. Done with you. What do you know? It turns out building a giant wall pretty much never helps, and often creates an atrocity. Who would have thought?
Everybody's saying there's spaceships flying around outside. Well, I don't know about that. They look like drones. Small, compact.
Weird. It's weird that we needed a cutscene for that. Okay, let's just upgrade the heck out of this thing. Wait. Okay, yes. It does have just the expected effect. 1316 is pretty okay. Let's just take the stuff that's on this boomstick and transfer it right over. So we don't need the knockback anymore. May as well just put a broiler back on it. Alright, and then we could dismantle some stuff, put together some upgrades. I'm not going to stress about it right now.
Bye.
He looks pretty good now. He's got a real futuristic thing going here. Do we want to bother upgrading this? Well, I probably, actually, at the very least, I need to take the attachments off of his Rambino and swap them over to here. And then we should probably, like, we certainly don't need a second one of these. I'm not sure we need the first one. We could certainly dismantle this. Do I want to... I'll be honest with you. Mostly what I'm thinking here is I would really, really like it if we could get one of those cool disc launchers, and then I could use that to, I could use my weapon parts on that. So that's kind of why I'm being stingy here, is that I think that disc launcher might be in the game, and I want it real bad. So I'm gonna hold out for the moment. His weapon's fine. He uses his needle gun a lot anyway. How much do you get when you dismantle... Okay, so the weapon being leveled up does not significantly increase its dismantle value. Oh, we certainly don't need this thing. Hold on.
Bye.
No reason at all to hold on to that now that it is no longer a weapon that has a unique capability. So let's swap Selma in. We will hold on to the boomstick. Oh, hold on. I want to swap Selma back out. Probably has a lot of saved up mutation points.
Welcome to the Fix Pit. My name's Delta.
Now this is not equipped on anybody. We can just smash that as well. 57. So we are, what, 33 short of being able to just cap a new weapon immediately upon finding it, and we could make that happen.
Later, stalkers.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold out.
Ah, the brave stalkers return.
We're only about 100 from just buying the upgraded version of this instead.
Safe travels.
Okay, let's get back to it. Gee, I wonder why the Elder has such strong feelings about it. It's a, you know, we figured out the twist before the twist happened. Although I probably figured it out after everybody else did. It is weird, though. This is a real video gamey thing. It's super weird that this guy was, like, making audio logs and just kind of scattering them all over the place. What is the value of him having made tape recordings of the stuff he was thinking as he was deciding to, or as he was being forced out of Eden anyway, right? Foreman, don't tell me what to do. I'll do as much stupid stuff as I want. Haven't you watched any of my content? I don't really have another mode, man. I'm expecting... Ooh, what is that?
Present your ID bands for verification.
I don't get it. Should I talk to this thing? Is it, like, smart or what?
Let's just try to get through the city peacefully, with no trouble.
Your request for emergency quarantine has been granted. Please put down your weapons and prepare for termination.
Whoa, no termination, okay? I don't think they're talking to us. They're talking to the people who died here.
Put down your weapons.
Yeah, well, I mean, that seems pretty familiar. Okay, we actually are going to put together the scrap to buy that gun. And there's basically no doubt of that at this point. So obviously that's the way forward. Let's make sure that we go every other direction first. Probably not a huge amount of stuff over here anyway. Wow, yeah, really not a huge amount of stuff. In fact, there is nowhere else to go. Well, we can climb that ladder over to the right and at least fight them from up above. It does look like we are not going to be able to stealth this, probably. You know what? This guy in front might go down without alerting anybody else. We might have to actually fight them, though. You know what would be really cool? If I did not have to use any EMP grenades. Oh, wait, something up here. Okay, handy. Useful. Huh. Am I allowed to no, I am not allowed to fall down here. Let's say we could not get into that alley before. Thought I had discovered something, a sneaky way to get around. But in fact, what I had discovered was the invisible wall. Alright, well, it looks like there's no way to do this but to have at them. Fortunately, we can actually fight them pretty effectively from the raised position. I'm a little worried about all that stuff happening over there with the floodlights moving around. That could also be robots. And if it is, we're probably in for a bigger fight than I'm planning on. Alright. Let's just make a save real quick here and give this a go. Well, that's all the EMPs. Let's make sure she has 2 grenades, because she has the grenade hat. So she throws hand grenades for 10 damage each. Everybody else gets 8 out of them. That's still not... It's not really enough, you know? Out of curiosity. Yep, we can get real shots here. This thing having 13 base damage is going to make things so much easier against armored enemies. Well, we start the fight by just twitch-shotting this thing in the back of the head. I think that's probably right. You hide there. You hide here and you hide there. And we just make this happen. Hold on. Do we have the right stuff equipped on everybody? Hog Rush is probably not right for him. Let's go with that. The other stuff I like. I like all that, and Moth Wings is definitely better than Corpse Eater. Super Tendons probably won't be necessary. Yeah, I can't imagine. Alright. The way we really want to start this is by figuring out what we have as far as Circuit Breaker goes. I only have a 100% chance to hit the guy closest. What about you? Well, you know, this is with the stealth weapons, though. We're not sticking to those. Because Duck's stealth weapon is considerably longer range. Or, his loud weapon is considerably longer ranged. Nope, still only 100% on the close guy. What about Borman? Where does he have his 100% chance to hit? Okay, he could hit the guy in the middle. So we could EMP that guy with a bullet. Drop that guy pretty quickly, actually. And then maybe also EMP that guy? Yeah, this isn't too bad, actually. Alright, let's start with this because I want to get this bonus crit chance. Oh, he doesn't have the real 100%. Okay. Well, shoot. So I guess we'll just take our Circuit Breaker shot here. See if we can get lucky. We did indeed. Lucky as it gets. I do not see any other awareness indicators, so that's good. Not bad. Then she gets to... Do we circuit break the other guy, actually? I don't think I do. I think I just kill this guy.
Say my name, Jizwipe. It's Pharaoh.
It's pretty cool to be on all super high, like, Mimer quality weapons. Alright, he's got a pretty bad shot. That dude is still out for another minute. Pharaoh's gonna have to get at him soon, though. Let's have Ducks reload and then shoot.
Now it's getting fun.
This 100% chance to crit thing is, like, pretty alright. So we can't kill that guy and refresh the Circuit Breaker. Do I think this is going to be close enough to guarantee Circuit Breaker? Probably not. But if one of them has to be able to be active next turn, I'd really like it to be the police bot, not the enforcer. Let's take the shot over here. Let's see if we can get it.
Yes!
Okay, so we re-circuit braked him. Alright. Borman's going to have to drop down. Oh, but Borman can't just drop down the easy way. That's... you know... It's not that bad, actually. That's fine. He is going to get hit by this guy, though. Oh, no, we can just move over... Okay, we can move over here and everything works out. That's a shame. I was hoping we'd get lucky with the crit. I'm gonna go for this shot. Okay, so now I think we've got them both guaranteed. Right, because Ducks should be able to handle the police bot down there. And even if Farah has to drop down, she should have this. No, she cannot get the 100%. I could drop down over here and then go for the moth wings, but can I just throw a grenade instead? We have tons of grenades. This is guaranteed to be a kill. Nope, that's a chem flare. This is guaranteed to be a kill. At this point, making sure he doesn't get a turn is valuable enough to be worth a grenade. And the value of a grenade is also so low that...
This way.
Alright, let's pick up all of our ill-gotten gains here. Love fighting enemies that are made of metal. Okay. Getting a little stuck here. Wow, a lot of invisible walls in this area. Weird. Especially like in an area where they have so many excuses to just put up an actual normal wall to prevent you from moving forward. Super odd.
Scared to come here. This place is tame.
That thing is pulsing, I'm assuming, awareness of us.
Look at that thing. It's one of those machines we've seen broken all over the zone.
But this one seems very much alive and guarding the city against interlopers.
Yeah, this is not like ghouls or zone dogs. We can't fight this thing. We need another way around it.
They could not be any clearer. For real, do not try to fight that thing. I was trying to get a stat line on it. It is, yeah, it's intimidating. I'll say that. Was it like... I'm trying to get its stats to appear again. It's like 6-7 armor, and then just a huge amount of health. Yeah. Okay, I see what they're talking about. Well, we go around then. Characters basically turn directly toward the screen and say, "Dear player, you cannot possibly fight it."
What kind of place is this?
Well, the characters have a lot better vision than we do. They're always commenting on things I can't yet see. She's not just talking about the police bots, is she? Because we've seen dozens of those at this point. She should not be surprised by those anymore. Well, this is a dead end. At least, unless we want to go through those robots, which we may have to. I'm not eager to get into a bunch of combat so close to the big things, though. I don't know if that flashlight actually does anything, just better safe, right? What is it? It's a Z700? A Z800. Alright.
Thought the smell back there was bad. This is ridiculous.
Oh, the mushrooms are growing out of them here, too. I wonder if the red plague is a fungus? Oh, it could be like a cordyceps kind of thing, right? Yeah, maybe. That's not actually... I said that like, oh, I understand that. That would be less of a problem for me, but no, that actually is terrifying. Well, it looks like we're going to have to go through the area with the police bots. I'm pretty sure there wasn't a way forward on the other side. We could try to just sneak past this thing when it's at one of the corners. I'm not super confident about that working. But you know what? We have game saves. Let's give it a shot. And if it doesn't work, then we can fight it. And if it eats us, then we can end the episode. It's going to come all the way back over here first, though. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Might be an opportunity. Let's see if we can get through here. Yeah, alright. Easy. I don't know what I was worried about. In one sense, it's cool that we're so powerful. In another sense, I'm starting to wonder if I will ever intentionally engage in combat again. That makes me nervous. I'm assuming that if you are within the area of the pulse, it detects you no matter what. I do not like how far that pulse reaches into the buildings. Maybe it doesn't work through walls, who knows. Maybe it doesn't do the thing I'm saying at all. I guess that is also possible. Me be wrong about a game mechanic? I know, it's never happened before, but perhaps this is the time.
Shack. Looks interesting. Bet they got some nice artifacts in there.
They certainly do seem to have at least one nice artifact in there.
Welcome to Robo Shack. Take a look around and let me know if you need anything. Due to new policies, shoplifters will face immediate persecution.
Sorry, did he say persecution? Pretty sure the voice said persecution. Okay, I'm a little nervous here because he doesn't have an awareness circle. And I didn't actually see awareness circles up here, but they probably have them, right? No? If I take the artifact, I bet they will. They just said that thing about shoplifting. A lot of scrap up here. Enough scrap to buy a... Huh. Hervey Parker sex bot. Well, I mean, listen. We are definitely going to build sex bots, right? That is absolutely happening, and or depending on how you want to define it, already has happened. Good old-fashioned commode 64. Well, I kind of want to grab this stuff. But I think we're going to get attacked if we do. If we get attacked, we might die, because there's a lot of hostiles around. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a shot. Not really any sense in keeping that safe, because we only walked about 10 feet. Okay, nope, I was not able to get away from them first. Oh, we're being tased. Also, they have jump jets like in Battletech. That's awesome. He jumped into Overwatch. Weird. Okay, well. I can just endure an Overwatch shot. I mean, it's not the end of the world. A little worried about all the gunfire. Yeah, making this thing happen, though. Dux has Circuit Breaker, but Pharaoh doesn't. We certainly can't kill either of these guys in a single turn without everybody focusing. I could just go for a Mothwing Circuit Breaker, followed by one of our dwindling supply of EMPs. Then we just gotta stay quiet.
Remain silent.
That shotgun blast doesn't seem to have awakened any enemy attention.
That had to hurt.
Alright, so we'll just shut him off for a second. Man, what are we gonna spend an EMP on this situation? The thing is, oh, she doesn't have one. Well, I don't exactly know what's gonna happen here. Maybe we'll get lucky and get the 20% EMP. We did not. Okay, the enemy turn was basically nothing. So it seems like this guy's not going to move as long as he's performing his tase.
Does that hurt?
Did not get a reset on the EMP duration, which makes me nervous. Huh. Sales bots are targetable, but they don't have any stats or anything. It's weird. gonna walk the wing again. I'm just gonna kind of let this guy do his thing for now.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Ah, it's a shame. I was really hoping to reset the EMP effect there. I know, Borman, I know. Listen, we'll get you out, I promise. So we're not going to do enough damage to kill this guy. Dux actually does have an EMP grenade. Fortunately, the enemies are just too far apart for me to hit more than one of them. Well, I think we got to EMP this guy, because I need him to... He already fired his gun, though. If him firing his gun was going to spoil this for us, it would have already happened. And maybe that means I could fire my gun? Maybe. Let's try it. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have attracted any additional attention. Maybe these robots can't hear.
Give up now and I'll go easy on ya.
It's entirely possible that they have no auditory sense at all.
Confirmative. He's lying down again. I'm in need of repairs.
Okay. Well, this is not a problem. Apparently Borman is not able to get this guy with the point blank. Kind of annoying. He is considered to have cover from me here. Well, we're about to see how much that actually matters. Didn't break the taser, huh? I had hopes. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that the enemies are not able to hear what is happening here. I'm happy about it, but it's strange.
You're the zero.
Okay, so now let's finish robbing the place, I guess. Yeah, weird. Alright. Apparently big with a group of civil rights protesters called the Demo Scene, this box has clickety buttons and makes some nice sounds when powered on.
This looks old. Even by the ancient standards. They really made a lot of odd little things, didn't they?
They certainly did. Okay, well, this was a lucrative little stop-off. We took some damage, but it's probably okay. It does not, the damage on Borman doesn't matter too much, because, well, I was gonna say because Corpse Eater, but you know what? Maybe we'll never be able to eat maybe we'll never find a corpse to eat ever again. Honestly. That's enough to buy the gun, right? I think we just hit enough. We should probably stop pretty soon here, but, oh, is there... I think I saw something shiny outside. We're not going to go for it, because I'm terrified of those robots. But I think there might have been some scrap.
This way, guys. Not a moment too soon. This forbidden city gives me the creeps.
Yeah, we'll just try to get to the end of this area, and then call it... Oh, apparently that's the end of the area. Well, that building we were in just a moment ago has a second floor. Let's check and see what the deal is with that. We might not actually be able to access it, though. Or it might be the case that you can only access it from the street, which would be... Yeah, alright, let's try it. It's gonna be a harrowing adventure. Yep, is in fact the case. Oh, actually, there's a little bit more area over here than I thought there was. So I'm a little reluctant to spend all of our scrap on this... Oh, God. Now I've done it. Okay, well... Please stop looking in this direction. Okay, it turned around. Yeah, I'm a little reluctant to spend all of our scrap on that gun, because we may need to buy EMPs, it seems like. Oh, wait, that's definitely salvageable. Okay, or maybe not. There we go. Have to be in a very specific position. Well, I'm starting to think that maybe I'm going to be disappointed on this this other weapon. All right, let's step through the breach here so that we can teleport back to the Ark and then fast travel back here at the beginning of the next episode. We have an artifact point, which is cool, but it doesn't actually do anything. Presumably, we're going to find the other artifact in this area, or I missed it in the Grave of the Ancients, because I would not be surprised at all if the current objective were the final objective. The title of the game is Road to Eden, right? Alright, let's stop here. We've made some definite progress. The sealed gate. Yeah, we gotta be right at the end of this thing. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time to maybe see what Eden is. And we'll see you then.